right, good evening. I'm going to go over how to work Trello and how to get my boards to your personal boards. So as I mentioned earlier, Trello is used to store pretty much our conversations, the verbiage for hostess coaching, and it's super easy because you're going to learn how to copy and paste. So there's personal boards, and you're going to create some of those. So you can see here, Bree is my team leader, so that's her initial board. Here's my personal board. So you're going to click on this, and I have several of these tabs. So the way Trello works is you can create these different cards. And then you can see here, probably this main one I use the most, Meghan's master list for hostess coaching. So you can click on here, and then it will pop up with different text. So this is the first one. Once they agree to the party, you want to do the $2 hostess fee, tell them they're going to pay shipping, and then it's going to walk you through. And then there's some checklist here where you can kind of walk through all those steps. So that's how to operate that. And then you can go to the next one. If your party's more than 2 weeks out, you're going to make sure they're still good for that date. This is the send invites out. This is probably the bread and butter because this is the one with that website that we like to send out that I think has a good introduction for them to get started. And then I also like to mention this about the Facebook spam, not to send more than 8 to 10 messages at a time, because it will mark them as spam and then they'll be blocked for a while. Okay, so that's that, and it walks all the way through. So, it's telling you every day, 7 days. You're going to check in on the guest list 5 to 6 days before. Here's an extra tip about if the hostess is struggling with getting yes responses. These are some things I've used in the past. And then also I like to mention if they have messaged people, but then they haven't responded back to them. And you can see, in Facebook in the Messenger, if it's got the little picture there, that they've actually seen it. So you can say, a little message, just wanted to check in to see if you got my last message. You can do like the Creeping Kim GIF, something clever like that. Because a lot of times people do see it and they just forget to respond. And so, there's your ask. You always want to ask your host if she wants to join. And the status update. Let's see here, day before email. I think that's pretty much it. You can kind of walk your way through that. And then another thing I have on here, which I think is helpful, is the party prize conversation. So once you post the party prize winners, they will message you. And then you can say that, I'm so excited you won. You get to pick your choice. And then, you're going to use one of those graphics. I like to do the option 1, option 2, option 2 being the free books. You can do $20 or $30, and then you would insert the picture. And then on a different line, you could say, have you ever hosted a virtual party before? And that, keeps the conversation going without it seeming too salesy. And so that's a good one too. And then a lot of times people will, automatically pick option 1 just because they don't know what hosting entails. So you can say, I'd get that in the mail for you. Is there anything particular holding you back? I think you'd be a great hostess, and it's an easy way to build up books. And then, would you like to hear more information on how the party exactly works? So that's, that's helpful because I think a lot of times people just don't know what it entails. So once you tell them, they're more likely to do that. And then you can also say, I know the host is having a great time and has already won or earned, however many amount of books. So I would do that only if they've won or if they've earned a ton of free books. Okay, so then the main thing here, so this is my master board. You don't want to edit this because it will edit my copy. So what I need you to do is click on these 3 little dots, click copy list, and then you're going to write your own name in here. Okay, Elizabeth's master list, create list. Okay, and it's going to copy it. See that? And then you're going to do this, click the 3 dots again, and then you're going to move the list. And you're going to move it to your personal boards. And it's a little bit hard to see because you're logged in but you can play with that and you'll be able to move it to your personal board. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, I've got a couple different ones. So that's how that'll work, and then it'll show up on your personal board. So you'll want to make sure you do that. And just let me know if you have any questions. But this is super easy. You can pull it up as an app on your phone when you're on the go, and it'll keep you on track with the hostess coaching. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Hope it helps.